Hey, Lance Taylor, Why Lose? Coming to you, Major League Baseball podcast. We're going to do this hopefully each and every day. We are 50 games into the season, which is hard to believe. It's May 23rd. This is the first pod that we are doing here. I just cannot believe basically a little under the third of the season is gone in Major League Baseball. We do have one play up for you right now at Why Lose. I want to remind you, go to whylose.com and hit that /Lance, and that's going to give you all our plays. Daily, you get everything $49, weekly $99, monthly $299. It's that simple. Jump on board. We are going to win for you. We'll get to tonight's action. I'm going to give you a free play tonight, too, so you guys can keep up with that. But just the whole body of Major League Baseball as we get, again, 50 games into this. Pretty crazy. And just a little background on me. I know we've already got a lot of subscribers to the Why Lose channels out there. And hopefully since March Madness and even before that, going back years and years and years with these guys, hopefully you've had a little taste of some of my handicapping and you've been able to check me on some of these videos, these reels, and now a full-out pod here at Why Lose. But I do a daily show, originates out of Birmingham, Alabama. I've been doing this for a long time, almost a quarter of a century. But we talk everything. And every Thursday on our show, which is 9 to 12, Next Round Live, if you want to check that out, available on all platforms. But we are live Central Time, 9 to 12 daily. We have Buster Olney on from ESPN to talk Major League Baseball every Thursday. And I thought it was really interesting. For the last couple of weeks, he's been talking about the Big Five in Major League Baseball. And who would have thought 50 games in that you would start with the Philadelphia Phillies? But this is a team that is 36-14, second best start in Major League Baseball since the 2001 Seattle Mariners, who won a Major League Best 116 games, although they lost in 5 games to the New York Yankees, eventual champions back in 2001. Ranger Suarez, though, has just been an incredible story. I mean, after Tuesday's dominant performance against the defending champion Rangers, where he strikes out 10, he is now 9-0 with a 1.35 ERA through his first 10 starts, which is absolutely amazing. They keep winning. And I'll tell you this, really capping this season, I haven't been on or against the Rangers. Good thing I haven't been against the Rangers. But back to Buster Olney coming on our show each and every week. He said the 5 teams, and he says Philadelphia is the best team. He said best 3 teams reside in the National League: Phillies, Dodgers, Braves. Braves have been really disappointing. Chris Sale has been a huge addition for that squad. Offensively, Ronald Acuna just hasn't gotten it going yet. Austin Riley's been banged up. I fully expect the Braves, still 10 games over 500, to be able to bounce back. But best teams in baseball, according to Buster, and, this might help you when you're looking at capping overall, when you're just looking at power rankings: Phillies, Dodgers, Braves. And then he says, to round out the top 5, you got the Yankees and the Orioles. Interesting thing with the Orioles going tonight against the White Sox. And as I check that price right now, the White Sox coming into the season, we said this is a team that maybe could lose 120 games. Right now, the Orioles minus 230 on the road. Grayson Rodriguez will go for the Birds tonight, 4-1, 3.15 ERA. He's been really good. The interesting angle here is you get an Orioles team first time reeling really this season. They come into this game, they've lost 3 games in a row for the first time this season, and the first regular season sweep they've had since May of 2022. That has been 2 full calendar years since Baltimore, who used to be a doormat and now one of the best teams in baseball, has lost 3 consecutive or a 3-game series in a span of 2 years. White Sox, no surprise here, they've lost 5 of 6. I do expect Rodriguez to have a quality start tonight. It's a big price, and this is one of the things you'll learn about me at Why Lose. I don't like to lay big numbers. I really don't like to get into run lines. When you start to look at Major League Baseball, there are so many games that are decided by 1 run. It is uncanny. So you can have one of these 200-plus favorites. They win the game by a run, and you're like, son of a bitch, how did this happen to me? You get a much better price. I've said this, though, when we do lose or lay a big number, we lay a lot of chalk, like a minus 230 price. As long as you don't lose, you're not laying really that 230. Unless, of course, you're in Las Vegas and you're putting that money up front. But I think the majority of you guys watching right now probably dealing with a local book or an online book of some sort. Anyway, I do like the Orioles to bounce back tonight. Clevenger is going to get the start on the other hand. Used to be a dominant guy. Hasn't had a quality start in a long, long time. He's only been on the mound 4 times this year. And he does one positive thing you could say about Clevenger against the Orioles. He has had success going back to the Cleveland days. In his career, 4-1 with a 3.11 ERA and 7 career starts against the Birds. This seems like a desperation spot, maybe. I'm handing it out free here. It is minus 230. Do with it what you want. You can lay the 1.5 if you do like to play run lines. You like to avoid these big numbers. And you can lay minus 140 with the minus 1.5. But I do like the Birds there. The other play that is up and available right now at whylose.com//Lance is Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. The Blue Jays, major disappointment right now. This is an offense that looked like it was going to be one of the better offenses in Major League Baseball for the next 5 years. They just haven't played this year. Just playing bad baseball right now. This is minus 108 where I'm currently shopping this. Either way, Jack Flaherty, who has been a nice pickup for the Tigers. Really bad year last year with a combination between the Cardinals and the Orioles. He signed that 1-year deal, $14 million. And he's been good. Like when you look at the decisions, hasn't had a lot of run support. He's 1-3 with a sub-4 ERA. He's been good. Kevin Gausman will go on the other side for the Blue Jays. We do have that play up. That is going off tonight at 6:40 Eastern time, 5:40 my time. But again, we're going to be doing a pod, Major League Baseball. We're going to be talking it. We're going to give you guys angles. We're just going to talk about the sport in general. I will give you my insight. The most amazing thing to me through 50-plus games in this season is really the AL Central and the Guardians, who I didn't believe were going to be a very good team coming into the year. They went out, they added a little pop in the offseason. It was a team that couldn't score a lot of runs last year. Now they're 16 games over 500. They've got a 1.5 lead on the Kansas City Royals. Another surprise, both of those teams have won 6 consecutive games as we do this pod on May 23rd, a Thursday, getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. Those stories, the Brewers, where they sit right now in the NL Central, the Phillies, 37-14. They have been absolute monsters. And little side note, this never, ever affects handicapping because I will play against or with my team any day of the week. But the Los Angeles Dodgers, I've been a Dodger fan all my life, and it's been painful. I remember the 1988 World Series, Kirk Gibson, one of my great sporting moments, the walk-off against the unhittable Dennis Eckersley in Game 1 en route to the Dodgers winning that series. And then I had to wait all the way to 2020 in the bubble to get another World Series championship with the Dodgers, who love to spend money, as you guys know that. But Walker Buehler coming back was fantastic this past weekend against the Reds. I know it's the Reds, team that is really struggling right now, but struck out 7, issued only 1 walk, only gave up 3 hits, touched 97 on the gun. So I think Buehler with Glasnow, how he's playing, Yamamoto, with this lineup, it is going to be very interesting. And each and every year, you guys know this, for the Dodgers, it's championship or bust. I think this Yankees team, Clay Holmes finally gives up a run, but he has been dominant, second best bullpen ERA right now in the game. The Yankees are going to be fun to watch. Again, the Braves have had their issues, but I think they put it together. And it's just it's wide open right now. Again, we talked about maybe the 5 best teams in Major League Baseball. Buster Olney, who's been covering the game forever, a very credible guy, one of my favorite guests. He said it. Those are your 5 best teams in baseball. But again, back to tonight's action. We are giving you Baltimore minus the 230 or minus the 1.5, minus 140, whatever way you want to play that. I would advise laying the 230. Let's just get home with the win. Again, seems like a desperation play, but this Orioles team is really good. I think they bounce back from losing 3 in a row for the first time this season. And then on the other side, I do have a play right now, minus 108, virtual picket between the Blue Jays and Detroit. That game goes off in the next couple of hours. So jump on board. Again, $99 is going to get you $49 is going to get you every play every day. We also do the NBA. We had last night the Mavericks plus 4.5. They get Game 1 on the road in Minnesota. Great game to watch. These NBA playoffs have been fantastic. We've got Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals available right now, full to transparency, and we're going to be transparent. It's the way I handicap. It's the way I've always done it. Coming off a loss Game 1, we had the Celtics. We laid the points. They were fortunate to get out with a Game 1 win over the Indiana Pacers. That's going to be a fun series. This has been some of the best NBA playoff action we've seen in a long time. I think it will continue with these 2 conference finals, but we do have a side tonight in the Pacers Celtics. So jump on board. Again, go to whylose.com/Lance. $49 will get you every play of the day. $99 will get you the weekly. $2.99 will get you the monthly. We would appreciate you guys jumping on board, but check out this podcast right here at Why Lose. We're going to be doing this a lot, and we look forward to entertaining you guys and making you some money. Let's get it today on this Thursday, and we will see you guys tomorrow.